So yes, my people, I am live again. Today we're going to be looking into what's going on in the world of Islam when it comes to Andrew Tate. So that's what we're going to be looking in. We noticed that the Muslim men, they're happy to see Andrew Tate become a Muslim, but there is something else going on because there is another side of Islam that Muslim men seems to not too much to care about. They don't really care about that side of Islam, which is the women's side of Islam, because it's kind of like a sad thing, you know. You know, it's like a sad thing because they really don't put too much into their women. You know, it's all about men. You could see up front and very, very clear that this religion is a religion for men. You know, it's designed for men. It's designed for men to show off how much of their masculinity, you know, and there is not much in this religion for women. You know, so we have, if you watch any of my video about Andrew Tate, you will see the kind of person this guy is, that he's a woman beater, abuser of women, a man who believes that women are the property of men. You know, the things he say is just wow. So we're gonna I'm gonna show you something that I don't know if it's a slip of the tongue. I don't know if it's a slip of the tongue, but I believe something bigger is going on with this Andrew Tate guy. So we're going to play you a clip right now, and you listen to this and tell me what you think of what Mohammed Ijab say something, and tell me what you think about what Mohammed Ijab say. I know I'm running a little late, approximately almost 40 minutes late. I'm sorry about that. When you work and sometimes you try to get some sleep, you overslept. A lot of time it happened to me so often. Sorry about that. But I just want you to listen to Mohammed Ijab, and tell me what you think about what this guy is saying. So Mohammed Ijab, we're gonna let you guys listen to him, and then you tell me what you think about what he just said, what you can hear him say. So here is Mohammed Ijab and this guy called Musa Adnan. And listen what he says. Mohammed Ijab and Musa Adnan scolds Muslim feminists and simps for attacking Andrew Tate. So literally, women are going against Mohammed Ijab and the Muslim women, and they are called feminists. So these Muslim women who believe that that Andrew Tate is a misogynic idiot, they are calling them feminists, Muslim feminists. This is how disrespectful they are. Like, you know, oh, let's embrace. And you're going to hear something that Mohammed Ijab say, and you could see that he actually revealed the job they employ Andrew Tate to do. Listen to this. Literally, Andrew Tate was bought out and employed by Islam. Watch this.
Now you've got an individual here who is one of the most influential to the youth. Go anywhere you like in the UK, in the US, in the West, even if you go to French-speaking countries.
Everyone knows he is. Yeah.
I was just in Belgium. I was speaking in Belgium. They all knew who he was. In Belgium, it's a French-speaking slash, you know.
He actually say Andrew Tate is influential to the youth. And look at the kind of person Andrew Tate is. And he's actually talking about conversion, how influential he is to the youth. The kind of person Andrew Tate is, a rip-off artist, a person who put up website to rip men out of their money, put up a website with men pretending to be women to steal men's money. This man is influential to the youth. Can you imagine the society that we are living in, where an idiot like Andrew Tate, who is ripping people out of their money, who is a con artist, is influential? No. Andrew Tate is influential. Like the guy who go to Harvard University and from Harvard University onto something else to become a doctor or something like that is not influential no more. That guy is not the influential guy. The guy who work is butt off to go to school. Our children are not looking, or the young people are not looking for this person as an influential role model. What they're looking for is Andrew Tate. No, they're not looking for the athlete who is not only an athlete, but have a 4.0 GPA. He is not a role model. The role model is Andrew Tate, a man who beats women, abuse women, leave women with bruises on them, and talk all kind of stupid nonsense, is a role model. So they see him as a role model, influential.
Dutch-speaking country. They know who he is, yeah? You go anywhere, and we've got this guy now as a Muslim, and we've got this weird attitude online where we're finding individuals, quite frankly, who are trying to undo the work of the dawah, akhi.
So they are trying to undo the work of the dawah. Well, listen to how they do their dawah. Listen to this. Listen to how this guy claim he do dawah.
You're trying to undo the work. How dare you undo the work of the dawah? But I say to I'm not speaking to, mashallah, the guys on here and the girls on here.
No.
But now this is a serious situation. How dare some people, after we work privately and publicly, and we work hard and money's put in and budgets are put in and time is
we work hard and money is put in and budget is put in and time is put in. How did they put budget into Andrew Tate? Money is put in, budget is put in, and time is put in.
Privately and publicly, and we work hard and money's put in and budgets are put in and time is put in and arguments are learned and, you know, all that stuff is done. Some people send messages to this guy that dissuade him from continuing to be a Muslim.
This is
money is put in and budget is put in. Don't underestimate these clowns, man. They will pay millions of dollars for this idiot to influence our young people in our society to become a donkey like Muhammad Ijab and Ali Dawah and Hutman Ibn Farouk. So you hear he says money is put in and budget is put in. Don't be surprised that this man going to wherever he was when he's claiming he convert. Where was he? I can't remember exactly where he was. Don't be surprised if this clown is paid millions of dollars for this charade that these guys, these idiots put on. And then they got to protect their money. Notice what he says. Budget is put in, money is put in, budget is put in, time is put in, trying to convert. Just like they put in a lot. If Jordan Peterson was the kind of person like Andrew Tate, he would already be a Muslim. But anyway, let's show what the women are saying about Andrew Tate. So here it goes. First, let's show this. So here is this clown from Smile to Jana. He is such an actor. Look at his skit.
That's a genius.
Assalamu alaikum, guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. We are still living in the post era where Andrew Tate has accepted Islam.
Inshallah. Welcome to the new Muslim take.
And there were certain points that some
Inshallah, Andrew Tate. Insha to you. Welcome to the new Muslim take. Wow. That sounds like something that is planned, you know?
some brothers had made that are now coming into fruition. Namely, Andrew Tate's acceptance of Islam will result in
What's this? What did he say here?
acceptance of Islam will result in
What's this?
namely Andrew Tate's acceptance of Islam
Hold on.
and points that some brothers had made that are now coming into fruition. Namely, Andrew Tate's acceptance of Islam will result in others also being inspired to.
Notice what it says here. I am a Christian, and these people are so stupid. Muslims are very, very stupid. I want to ask all our Christian YouTubers and our Christian brothers and sisters who assist us and follow us and all this stuff. How many times have you seen a person come on and said, and look what the name of him is, Al Hell. Al Hell. Does this sound like a Christian to you? He says, I am a Christian, but converted to Islam yesterday. When I heard the good news about Andrew Tate converting to Islam. That's advertisement. These people don't know that they have so many YouTube channels designed to do these kind of things. And designed to pretend as if they are Christian to water down what we are trying to do. I've seen that several times, people saying that they are Christians, and when you ask them certain things, you realize that this clown is not a Christian. A Christian would never say what this clown says. You remember I exposed this black girl from Nigeria saying that our last and final prophet Muhammad, and claiming that she's a Christian. How you are a Christian and saying something like that? You know, let's look at the good side of this and keep praying Allah guide and lead him right. So you become a Christian yesterday and you got all this talk. Let's look at the good part of this and pray that Allah guide and lead him right, because I know more white male like me will join Islam, because this is the target. The influence that this clown have on white male, that's what attract Muslims like Ali Dawa and Muhammad Ijab and these clowns, Smile to Jannah and all these clowns to him, is the influence he have on white male, white people, white men, young white men. Hey, if we could get him, because people are with what should I use, deficient who are defiant in society, are looking towards this guy. The people who have the mind not to work for what they want. Because Andrew Tate, even though he was a kickboxer, didn't work for what he want. Andrew Tate was a rip-off artist. You hear he said he ripped off. People were selling their houses. People were going into their life savings and all kind of stuff, their retirement saving, because he was ripping off people. So a lot of his money come from ripping off people. So this guy reputation is he have a dirty, nasty reputation. and also from prostitution. You will see from prostitution, because what he was doing online, ripping off these men, is a form of prostitution. But Muhammad is promote prostitution. Muhammad promote prostitution in a form called muta, and even the Quran promote prostitution. The Quran actually promote prostitution. Let me show you. The Quran is a prostitute book, prostitute manual. Let me show you. Let me show you that the Quran is a prostitute manual. So the Quran is a prostitute manual, and we see where Tate was involved in prostitution. Let me show you that the Quran is a prostitute manual. Read along with me. Read along with me. Okay. And let those who do not find the means to marry keep chaste until Allah make them free from want out of his grace. And as for those who ask for a writing form among those who your right hand possesses, give them the writing if you know any good in them. Give them of the wealth of Allah which he has given you. Sounds so beautiful right then. Ain't it? And do not compel your slave girl to prostitution. Watch this. This sounds so beautiful, isn't it? And do not compel your slave girl to prostitution when they desire to be chaste. So if the slave girl desire to be chaste, don't compel them into prostitution. But what if they desire not to be chaste? But listen to this part. In order to seek the frail good of this world's life, whoever compel them, then surely after their compulsion, Allah is forgiven. Whoever compel somebody to do prostitution, Allah will forgive you. Prostitute manual. Sounds like it's undercover prostitute. Sounds like it's prostitution. Sounds like he's telling you to do something good in the first part, and in the last part, boom, hit you with the prostitution. From right here, this is where the prostitution begins. From this part at the bottom, this is where the prostitution begins. This is where you know this is not about God. And the Muslim, if they're talking about prostitution, the Muslim will read right here for you. Do not compel your slave girl to prostitution. They will stop right there. But when he says, and when they desire to be chaste, so if a slave girl desire to be chaste, then don't compel her into prostitution. But what if she desire not to be chaste? Then you can compel her into prostitution. And guess what? And whoever compels them, then surely after their compulsion, Allah is forgiven. And when they ask, Muhammad make a statement that anybody who say no one have the right to be worshipped other than Allah will end up in Jannah. And when they ask Muhammad, even if he commit illegal sexual intercourse, which include prostitution, Muhammad said yes 3 times. And the man who asked Muhammad the question 3 times did not agree with what Muhammad said. According to the hadith, he did not agree with what Muhammad says. So what we see is, look what's happening. Look what is happening in Islam with Andrew Tate. They're trying to go for the white man, the young white man. This is what who Islam is trying to target, the young white men. And look what is going on. Let me show you what is going on. While they're targeting the young white male, look what is going on in their Muslim world. Because what we will see is that there are people who don't agree with this. They're targeting the young white male, but there are people who don't agree with it. So let's continue to listen to this Muslim clown.
Take that leap, take that nudge. And mashallah, you can see this from this comment.
Look at this. You know, he's saying that this guy take a nudge because they are trying to brainwash Christians. This is not a Christian. I'm telling you, you will find a lot of these now. Now that they found out that people, Muslim women are against Andrew Tate, you're going to find a lot of these. I am a Christian. I am a Christian, but converted to Islam yesterday. I am a Christian, but converted. That's even bad language. I am a Christian, but converted yesterday. If you convert yesterday, you using I am. I am is something in the present. If you say I am John Jones, that means you are currently John Jones. You know? But if you change your name yesterday and you're no longer want to be, you're no longer John Jones, how are you going to say I am John Jones? You're not John Jones. You see, this is a lie. A bad liar. A bad liar. But anyway, let's continue.
Person has accepted Islam because of Andrew Tate. Mashallah.
Look at that. Mashallah. And these guys shallow, gullible, man. So gullible. I'm going to show you how gullible Muslim can be. I'll show you a so-called Jew say something and the Muslim take it without even looking into it if what this guy is saying is true. And if it have any bearing on what the Torah says. Never look. He just post it and tag a whole bunch of people, Christian, in it. Oh, look, why this and up? Because when I asked him the question, I said, did you look to see if what this so-called Jew is saying, if it's true? No, he didn't look, because they are gullible. The most gullible people. You have to be gullible to follow Muhammad, a man who have sex with a 9-year-old child. Gullible to believe that Rebecca was only 3 years old. And when you tell them, oh, Muhammad have sex with a 9-year-old child, they will, oh, Rebecca was only 3 years old. And if you read Genesis that speak about Rebecca, the book of Genesis that speak about Rebecca, how could she be 3-year-old? Is the most intelligent 3-year-old ever in the history of, more intelligent than Muhammad himself. The 3-year-old is so intelligent that her knowledge is like that of a woman. The 3-year-old is so strong. I'm telling you, any one of you have ever drawn water from a well, you know how difficult that stuff is. And the 3-year-old took water from a well and was able to feed a whole, how many camel? I think it was 7 or 8 camel. And you know how many water one camel drink? A camel drink like gallons of water. And the little 3-year-old was able to invite a man home for dinner or whatever. Little 3-year-old. What kind of 3-year-old was she? Man, I would like to meet a 3-year-old like that. My son is almost 3-year-old. Man, I wonder what is going on with my son. Why my son can't be like Rebecca, 3-year-old Rebecca. These are clowns, man.
Inshallah. And this is exactly why we get excited when influential people accept Islam.
Wow. So when influential people accept Islam, it excites them. Like a Muslim put up, why do you think that people like Mike Tyson, what's the guy name? Muhammad Ali become Muslims and all this stuff. And I look and I said, wow, Mike Tyson. Why would you even mention the name Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson as a Muslim. Mike Tyson take the most psychedelic drugs, smoke the most weed, and you talking about him being a Muslim. I'm more Muslim than Mike Tyson. When it comes to not smoking weed and drinking alcohol, I'm more Muslim than Mike Tyson. When it comes to not smoking and drinking, I'm more Muslim than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a dolphin, and these clowns are happy. Oh, we got another dolphin. We were able to captivate a dolphin. Who disrespect their religion every day. Mike Tyson disrespect their religion in a sense, in the way he should be representing their religion to the West. He's not representing their religion the way they want him to represent the religion to the West. Because who would follow Mike Tyson and become a Muslim? Who? Because Mike Tyson is just a fraudulent-minded person. So these are the kind of mind that they want to attract. Fraudulent-minded people. Fraudulent-minded people they can attract. Where have you see Islam attracting great mind? Islam doesn't attract great mind in the West. Islam attract fraudulent-minded people. People who have things that they're hiding. Pedophile and stuff like that. That's what Islam attract. So you're talking about influential people. Influential people to who? To our young men. Not our young women. They don't care about our young women. To our young men in the West. They're trying to attract people who are influencing the mind of young men, especially young white men in the West. That's what they are doing.
You might be thinking, whoa, but that's the thing, mate. Islam don't need these people, mate. I agree with you. Islam don't need these people. I heard you the first time. But these people need Islam. I 100% agree with you.
These people need Islam. Maybe what? For the money? What they need Islam for? Andrew Tate is a fraud. I'm telling you, straight up. I'll give about 1 more month. You're gonna find out that Andrew Tate is nothing but a big fraud and frauding these Muslims. What? Just give him time, because this guy can't keep his mouth shut and he's gonna hang himself. Watch. And you see, Mohammed Hijab already says budget have been spent on Andrew Tate, money have been spent, and budget have been spent on him.
But there's a reason why the Prophet ﷺ would send letters to the leaders, because those are the people of influence.
Yeah. They're actually telling their secret, like, oh, people, let's go after people of influence. If we can get people who can influence, then these people can draw these people to Islam, even for real, because it's not like, oh, I want to be a Muslim. I want to be like Andrew Tate. So guess who their God is? Andrew Tate. I want to be like Andrew Tate. He's not, oh, I love Islam. Because I want to be like Andrew Tate, I will follow Andrew Tate. People are following Andrew Tate right now because they want to be like Andrew Tate. So guess what? Becoming a Muslim is not because, oh, I like Islam. It's because I want to be like Andrew Tate. Do you see the mindset of these idiots? He's influential. He's already influential. Mimi Ijab said it, that his name is everywhere. He's influential to the youth. So the reason a youth would convert to Islam is not because of Islam, but because of Andrew Tate. So who is the God? Who is the God? Andrew Tate is the God. Do you see that? Andrew Tate is the God of Islam, not Allah is the God of Islam. They don't realize this. They don't realize this, that they don't have no love for their God. But if you look at what Muhammad did something similar. Muhammad did not, because when you think about going to heaven, when a Christian think about going to heaven, what do you think about? What is your mind on? Like what comes to your mind the most? The fact that you will be with the Lord, our Lord Jesus, the one who created us. The fact that we will be with the Father in fellowship with the Holy Spirit, the one who created us. That's the closeness that we'll be to God. That is what is the most inviting and what precious feeling that we have. That we will literally, the God who created us will be right there, like right there, right there. That is what we are into, and we hold it dear to our heart. But what is Muslim think? What you hear Muslim talk about so much? The heroine that they will have sex with in Jannah. And to tell you the truth, they should show you how Muslims don't give a crap about their God. Even though they pretend so much, they don't give a crap about their God. Because the moment the thought of heroine or having sex in Jannah enter your mind, then you know you don't care about your God. Why? Why would you be thinking about sex when you are in the presence of your God? Look into that. Why would you be thinking about sex if you're in the presence of the awesome God? Everything is out of your mind. Every stupidity is out of your mind. The glory of the awesome God fill your mind. But Islam, no, brother. Eroline. Like Beanie Man and his dancing queen. Eroline. Let's show you something. And you will laugh and see how stupid this religion is. The nastiness of this religion. Let me show you something that a Muslim think about. Look what a Muslim think about, and you tell me if this religion is not the most worthless, nasty religion you could ever see. I share this with you, and you tell me if this is not worthless, nastiest, stupid, donkey-ish religion that you ever seen. Because as Christians, we are thinking about ourselves in the presence of the awesome God. I'll share some comment in a minute. We think about ourselves in the presence of the awesome God, and this is what is captivated to us. Look at this. This is Islam Q&A, and this is one of their best websites. The Muslims run to this website all the time. You hear Safras say, go to Islam Q&A, go to Islam Q&A. And the question in Islam Q&A was asked, does sexual life exist in paradise? And look what the Sheikh answered. Look what the Sheikh answered. A human being will be able to be present in many places at the same time. Just to have sex with many women at the same time, you will be able to be present in many places at the same time. And guess what? The Quran support that, because the Quran said you will have whatever your heart desire. Can you imagine? You are in a place in the presence of the Most High God, and all you can think about is sex and sex and sex and sex. That means your God is not significant. I remember Andrew Tate say, because we are not killing people who disrespect Jesus, then Christianity is no longer a religion and our religion is not significant. But this is damning. The reason we are not killing people for our religion is because our Messiah asks us not to. He said, do unto others as you like them to do unto you. He said, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. But look at this stupidness. In the presence of Allah, Sapalatala, Allah shower gel. In the presence of Allah shower gel, Muslim men won't even care too much for Allah shower gel, because just for sex, a human being will be able to be present in many places at the same time. And the question that was asked is, does sexual life exist in paradise? Do you see how dumb this religion is? The religion of donkeys. The religion of illiterate donkeys, wicked vagabonds. That's what this religion is. And when we are talking about the people who actually indulge and believe in this nonsense, not the little Muslim at home who don't understand what is going on. We are talking about the real deal Muslim, the Dawa donkeys out here galloping. The stupid Dawa donkeys out here galloping. But look at the other side.
I think I've made that point now. Now here's another comment.
He sound like a rap artist. So here is another comment. If Andrew Tate tries to become a Muslim or parade himself around as a Muslim and get accepted, I'm leaving Islam. I'll abandon Islam in this dunya altogether. Muslims are honestly the most mentally Is he going to read this? Do you think that he's going to read this? Look at this.
This sister, and she says, if Andrew Tate accepts Islam, I'm going to leave. Or then I don't want to be part of this faith. And so
no, look, he won't read it. He won't. That's not what she says. The clown will not read what the Muslim woman say. The Muslim woman says, man, if Andrew Tate tries to become a Muslim or parades himself around as a Muslim and get accepted, I'm leaving Islam. It was a what is that? What wallahi? Yeah, wallahi. Wallahi, I'll abandon Islam in this dunya altogether. Muslims are honestly the most mentally. I think she make a mistake here. Put the aisle. Subservient idiots on the earth. And when Allah asks, I'll tell him. Do you see? Subservient. That means they're worshiping Allah, Andrew Tate. That's what he actually says. Muslims are worshiping Andrew Tate. These Muslim men. And this is the woman that Muhammad say have half of a brain. This is what Muhammad say about woman. Here is Muhammad from Sahih al-Bukhari 304. Here is Mr. Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad, better than Dr. Zakir Naik. Listen, Dr. Muhammad. O women, give alms, as I've seen that the majority of the dweller of hellfire were you women. So if the majority of the dweller of hellfire was women, all these Muslim men going to Jannah, they're going without a wife. They're going to get those transparent Oraline. They asked, why is it so, O Allah Apostle? He replied, you curse frequently and are ungrateful to your husbands. Do you see that? Women are supposed to be men pleasers, don't care what these men are, if they abuse them or not. Muhammad says if a woman refuses to have sex with her husband, the angel curse her until morning. He also says a man must not be questioned and why he beat his wife. And in the Quran, it says that a man can beat his wife. Surah 4, verse 34. So you see, so what Muhammad called ungrateful is if a woman have a abusing husband and turn her back against abusing husband, then she's ungrateful, because a man must not be questioned as to why he beat his wife. Do you see Muhammad? Muhammad, something was wrong with his bloody head. That's what I've said. Muhammad needs some psychotic meds. If Muhammad was born in this era, he would be on some antipsychotic, some lithium and some aldol and Risperdal, Seroquel, high dose of Seroquel, like about 500 milligram of Seroquel 3 times a day. 500 to 600 milligram of Seroquel 3 times a day, man. Muhammad would be because of his madness. Notice what he says. A curious, sensible man could be led astray by some of you. The women ask, "O Allah Apostle, what is deficient in our intelligence and religion?" He said, "Is it not the evidence of 2 women equal to the witness of 1 man?" Wow, what a society. They reply in affirmative. He said, "This is the deficiency in her intelligence." The deficiency in her intelligence. Muhammad is the one who make the rule as to why a woman is deficient in her intelligence, because he give a man one. Say, for example, if a man rape a woman and there's 2 women there to witness the rape, and the man go to court with the woman, it would be a hung jury. Even though there is 2 women versus 1 man, the 2 women is saying that, hey, I was raped. Guess what? It would be a hung jury. The reason is the man's witness is equal to the witness of 2 women. So it will be a hung jury. And if a man if a man steals something and he go to court and his witness is his wife, that he didn't steal it, they're lying against him, and 2 women were there and saw him steal something, guess what? The man and his wife beat the 2 women because what? It's 1.5 witness. He have 1.5 witness when the 2 women equal 1 witness. What a stupidity. Muhammad, something was wrong with his bloody head. Muhammad, that's what I've said. Muhammad have the brain of a dead donkey. Muhammad's brain was like that of a dead crow, man. Now let's continue to go into it. So we see where Muhammad Hijab confessed that money was spent, a budget was spent in getting Andrew Tate to become a Muslim. A budget. Wow. Budget and money. Wow. Buying Muslims. That's what the title should be. Buying Muslims. I'm actually going to change the title to Buying Muslim. Mimi Hijab buying Muslims. This is what it should be. Watch this. Here we go. Here is another one. Here is another one just for your brother, man. Let me see which one I should show you first. Let's show this one. Ted. The reason I'm showing this one is because the three stooges, they have these three Muslim, and these three Muslim, I call them the three stooges. They never make sense. If you ever heard them make sense, tag me. I will come and listen. These three clowns never make sense, man. They got the mind of a dead fly. Literally. Anyway, listen to this. Listen to them. I don't want to hear, I love you, Allah. You know, they play this kind of crazy stuff.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to the realest channel in the dunya, the three Muslims.
So they are the realest realest channel in the dunya.
Brother Andrew Tate coming to Islam, alhamdulillah.
Brother Andrew Tate. If Muhammad could call a demon a brother, what do you expect gonna happen in his religion? Muhammad said the demon convert to Islam. Muhammad actually was missing for a time. When they go look for Muhammad, Muhammad was off with the demons and tell them that the demon can convert to Islam. A bunch of demons accept the religion of Islam. It is so crazy that that Muhammad told you to be so scared of the jinn to a point where there's jinns living in your toilet and can climb up in your butt. Literally, I actually play a video of a Muslim, I think Imam or Sheikh, talking about jinn in the toilet, the jinn that live in the toilet. Muhammad actually told them when they go to poop, they need to put, if they have a saddle, they should put a saddle behind them because the jinn will come up and play with their anus. But these same jinn that can live in your blood, Muhammad said the jinn can live in your blood vessel. You know, the jinn, what he says, the jinn flow through your blood, your veins just like blood. These same jinn that sleep into your nose and do all kind of same crazy stuff to you become Muslims. So can you imagine if a demon can become Muslim? Why are we surprised when Andrew Tate become a Muslim? Because what? Listen to the Andrew Tate mindset and see that if his mindset is not influenced by demons. The stuff that he said. The craziness from his head is straight from the mind of a demon.
I've seen a lot of sisters have a...
For a kid like me, who's had 13 operations and can now walk, you might think
a very emotional reaction of he doesn't deserve Islam. So what? He's just forgiven for what he did?
So Muslim women are saying that Andrew Tate does not deserve Islam.
And all this emotional stuff.
Okay, so let's read. Andrew Tate promoting porn, breaking family, sex trafficking. They should have been shamed. Sex trafficking. So this Muslim woman put, the woman is actually called herself Airy Fairy. That's a jinn right there. A jinn online. Remember the jinn who sue the jinn, the couple who sue the jinn in Saudi Arabia? There's a couple who sue a jinn in Saudi Arabia. You could look it up yourself. Look at it. This sounds like a jinn online called Airy Fairy. The Airy Fairy said, Andrew Tate promoting porn, breaking family, sex trafficking, etc. Muslim brother, may Allah guide him. Muslim girls wear jeans. Our brothers, dirty munafiq. But this Zania. So when they wear jeans, the Muslim brother called them dirty. So a Muslim woman wear jeans and the Muslim brother are calling them dirty munafiq. But when Andrew Tate, a sex trafficker, they are glorifying him because Islam is a man religion. The women are not getting it in their mind that Islam is a man religion. It's made for men. It is a gentleman's club. That's what Islam is. A gentleman's club. So what do you that invite a woman beating clown easily and say, oh, he's going to be influential to draw more people in. What kind of people you think he's going to draw in? 6ix9ine, people like 6ix9ine. People like 6ix9ine. That's what that's who he's going to draw in. Wow. We are waiting. We are waiting to see the result. What NGL, I don't know what that means. Andrew Tate becoming Muslim, he's something to celebrate. I want him far away from this community. He's done enough damage already, since some Muslim guys like to idolize him. So you see that. Worshipping of man. How many times have you seen it since we start this live? Worshipping of man for some reason, and the profanity. Him, IDC. What is it? I do not care? Is that what you mean? Mohammed, this is the people that Mohammed attract, man. Look, like people attract like people. This is how it goes in real life. People gravitate to people who are like them, you know, and Islam attract Andrew Tate because Islam is like Andrew Tate. These girls can see what Islam is really like. Are they worried? Or maybe they are worried that Islam would become more damaging to them, because this is what happening. If you remember, in the days of people like Andrew Tate, look at this. When Muhammad was around, Muhammad is much like Andrew Tate. And look what happened when Muhammad was around. Let me show you. Muhammad, you see where Andrew Tate was beating on that girl. And let me read you something that was happening when Muhammad was around. Aisha said that the lady came wearing a green veil and complained to her, Aisha, of her husband, and show her a green spot on her skin caused by beating. So the Quran in Surah 4, verse 34, say you can beat your wife. And here is a man beating his wife. It was the habit of ladies to support each other. So when Allah apostle came, Aisha said, I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing women. So I think the Muslim women, they are scared of what Andrew Tate might bring. I really believe that. They are scared that Andrew Tate would cultivate the kind of man like Muhammad who would cause this kind of suffering that we see here. So when we look at this, I think this is what the women are running from. If you notice the title, green clothes. It wasn't even talking about green clothes. It was talking about green skin. Watch this. A green spot on her skin caused by beating. And then Aisha said, so it's not about green clothes. It was about green skin from bruises. So this is what the Muslim women are afraid of, that Andrew Tate and his behavior will influence young Muslim men to be abusive to their wife. Because there are a lot of Muslim men who are not following Surah 3, verse 34, because naturally, the instinct of a man The real natural instinct of a man is not to be beating on his wife. It's seldomly you find some deviant donkeys who beat on his wife to show that the God of Islam is a deviant donkey. A deviant donkey who is telling you to beat your wife. You beat your wife and then go to sleep, and sleep is the cousin of death, and you go to sleep beside this woman while she's wide awake. So you're sleeping with your enemy. What a Muhammad, what a Muhammad, something was wrong with his bloody head. That's what I've said. Anyway, so let's get back to the realest in the dunya. The Three Stooges, the realest in the dunya. They are so real in the dunya, they are real. They are so real in the dunya, they are so real. They are real. In the dunya, they are real. So, do you see that? These women are after this clown. Even though they have half of a brain, they know that they cannot support a clown like this. Just like if these women were living in the time of Muhammad, they would have never accepted Islam. Why? Because they can see that people like Andrew Tate behaving like Muhammad is nothing but a clown. Muslim men on their knees for Andrew Tate, worshiping Andrew Tate like these three clowns. Talking about forgiveness is black and white proof that when they harass Muslim women online for their sins, do you see what this Muslim woman is saying? They will go out there, harass Muslim women for not wearing this, not wearing that, not doing this. But a man who is talking all these nonsense and promoting sex trafficking and promoting pornography and prostitution and ripping off people, they embrace him because Islam is man's religion. It is a man religion made for man. It is like there was a what is called Axe, the cosmetic called Axe, the perfume and the body wash called Axe. It's a made for man. I think Axe is the one that say made for man. Islam is Axe. Made for man, man. Made. Let me see. It's a made for man. If I put this made, M-A-D-E, for men, what do you think gonna come up? Made for men. Wow. Yes. What is it? Made for man. Men's product. Made for man product design. See, what is it? Made for man. It's a lab. What is it? Equibar Labs, made for man, skin product. The Quran is just like that. Made for man. That's what the Quran is. If you look at the Quran, that's what the Quran is made for. Islam is like this lab right here. Made for man, people. Made for man. That's what Islam is for. You could advertise Islam like this. Literally, you can. Don't mess around, man. Made for man gel. Allah shower gel. Made for man. I mean, you say Allah shower gel. Made for man. Muslim men are on their knees for Andrew Tate, talking about forgiveness is black and white proof that when they harass Muslim women online for their sins, it's a barely concealed excuse, openly hate them. literally these clowns act like they ate women, man. They do act like they ate women. It's like a property. A woman is like a shoe for them. And sometimes you wear a shoe and you don't really like the shoe, but you wear it. It's not the best shoe. That's what they look at women as. Allah's shower gel made for man. Y'all, this is American. You know, this person is in America. You all do know that Andrew Tate only accepts Islam because he thinks it's misogynistic, right? Him accepting Islam is only defaming our religion. LOL. Lol. And look what her name is. ZV Ossie. What kind of name is that? Who think about that name and a Muslim woman calling herself an Ossie? You look up the word Ossie. Ossie is not a good name. But anyway, she makes a good point, even though her name is not good. Because Allah's shower gel made for man. You know, do you notice what he says? Y'all know that Andrew Tate only accepts Islam because he think it's misogynistic. Misogynistic. Why would he think it? Because it is. It is. Right? Him accepting Islam is just defaming our religion. No, it actually opening up people's eyes to see that your religion is actually made for man. Allah's shower gel made for men. Muslim men will accept Andrew Tate before accepting a queer Muslim. So they have gay Muslim, and Muslim men will accept Andrew Tate, but they won't accept a gay Muslim. And you really do have practicing gay Muslim who are practicing the Islamic religion, but they are gay. But these men would condemn them, but they will accept Andrew Tate according to this person. And what does Andrew Tate do? Andrew Tate is a porn selling, prostitute promoting, wife beating, women beating, clown. Do you ever notice they put the word queer? UK Muslim will respect Andrew Tate before respecting Shias. LOL, yuck. UK Muslims will accept Andrew Tate before accepting Shias. Wow. And then he said, notice they put Shias. You know, it is worse accepting a Shia than accepting Andrew Tate. What a religion. Muslim men, when a recent female convert isn't wearing proper hijab, kill him and he gone to hell. Look at all the signs. 8, X him out, kill, fire, finger, sign, X him out, devil, fire. Muslim men, when Andrew Tate convert, rainbow, love, kisses, butterfly, love sign. Look at all this. Wow. So when a woman don't wear the hijab, and if you look at it, what the hijab was, how the hijab was invented, you see that the hijab was not invented as any form of modesty. It was not invented because of modesty. It was invented because Umar saw one of Muhammad's wife going to the toilet. And it wasn't for every woman. It was for status. It was invented because of status, and it wasn't for every woman. And they would actually kill a woman for not wearing hijab. But Andrew Tate, who is promoting prostitution and sex trafficking, oh no, brother Andrew Tate, you're welcome. Allah's shower gel, made for man. So here is one. This has got to be a joke. Andrew Tate has human sex trafficking allegation against him. He used to run a sex cam business out of his house, called himself a digital pimp. Allah is a pimp. Allah is a pimp himself. So I'm telling you, it's a big competition between Allah's shower gel and Andrew Tate. Allah's shower gel, made for man. Made for man. Let's look at something. Surah 33, verse 50 to 51. Let me show you that Allah is a pimp. Allah is a pimp. Allah is a pimp, 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 pimp. Allah is a pimp. Allah is a pimp. Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Allah is a pimp. Yes. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Now Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Why can't you drink? No. O prophet, we have made lawful for you your wives, to whom you have paid their full dowries, as well as those bondwomen in your position. So have sex with all the bondwomen. If you have 1,000 bondwomen, you could have sex with all of them. When Allah has granted you, and you are allowed to marry the daughters of your paternal uncle and aunts, the daughters of your maternal uncles and aunts who have immigrated like you, also allow for marriage is a believing woman who offer herself to the prophet without dowry. So if you have your wife and your wife go up to the prophet and said, "Prophet, I want you," guess what? Your wife is gone. If the prophet wants her, listen what it says right here. If he is interested in marrying her, this is exclusively for you, not for the rest of the believers. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Tell me why you don't drink. That's a wrap. That's a wrap right there. That's a wrap. Allah is a... Oh, man. Allah is the big time pimp, man. So you see that? Digital pimp. Muslim men will demand Muslim women to be off the internet, but give a platform to actual criminals. So they tell their wife, off the internet. And guess what? If they don't obey if the wife don't obey, Surah 4 verse 34, your skin gonna be black and blue. And according to Muhammad, a man must not be questioned as to why he beat his wife. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Hell no. Converting to Islam absolve you of your personal sins, but it does not absolve you of your crime toward others which you refuse to take accountability for. Do you hear what this Muslim has said? Fatum, her name is Fatum. Fatum, you must be the only person in the room, because it seems like you're living in a dream. I don't care if Andrew Tate is Muslim. I care whether or not this community cares that he's an unrepentant sex trafficker. Because what? He's not punished by the law. I could see where this lady coming from. He confessed that, hey, I was a sex trafficker. What does it mean in Islam? You see where people become Christians and they confess their sins. The things that they used to do. Not Allah's shower gel made for man. Not with Allah's shower gel. When you're using Allah's shower gel, you don't have to confess, because Allah's shower gel is made for men. I'm advertising Allah's shower gel. It should be selling a lot more than Andrew Tate becoming a Muslim. Muslim reaction to Andrew Tate converting to Islam show how, wow, I won't use that word, the F word, up, and desperate the woman is, LOL, like you are happy, misogynistic, sex trafficking converted. Then again, that's just your regular Muslim guy. This one should bite you to the soul, Muslim. This one should bite you to the soul. If you have a soul, this one should bite you to the soul. Let the music take control. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Camel urine, you don't drink? No. Tell me why you can't drink. Allah is a pimp? Yes. Tell me what you think. Yes. Muslim men who invited abusers like Andrew Tate into the community do it to affirm their own toxic masculine traits. Wow. So literally, you know what this woman is calling Muhammad? Toxic. Muhammad is so toxic. Is that what? There's a song about toxic. I heard it once in a while when I'm in certain places. But I know it's called Toxic. I don't even know who sing the song. But Muhammad is so toxic. Toxic. You remember the Toxic Avenger? Muhammad is so toxic, man. Look, Islam God is so toxic. Look at this. Not to reform them. Best to stay away from such blokes. He's from Britain. She must be from Britain. What is it? Sheer anti-Kuwait racism. Wow. Wow. Do you see that? What's going on now? They're actually putting their religion under the bus. The religion that say you can beat women. If men were beat in the West, beating women according to Surah 4 verse 34, I don't think we will have these kind of women talk it out. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be saying anything because they will understand what their religion is, that their religion cannot be practiced fully in the West. Y'all, this is another American Muslim. Amal. Y'all will accept men like Andrew Tate into Islam, but have an issue with queer Muslims. They equate Andrew Tate according to this person, Andrew Tate is worse than a queer Muslim. Allah have a shin? Yes. Allah is a pimp? Yes. damn, Andrew Tate really convert to Islam just to be a Wahhabi? I have to look up that word. Wahhabi. David. ABI. Romanize is a Sunni Islamic revivalist and fundamentalist movement associated with reform doctrine of the 18th century Arabian Islamic scholar. Wow. You will, and to be real with you, you're going to see this. You are actually going to see him doing something like this. And if Jordan Peterson convert to Islam, you will see him doing things like this too. Because they cannot be satisfied with Islam in its fullness. They cannot be satisfied. No. I don't even have to search. Look at this one. I don't even have to search it up. I knew instantly he's a Sunni. Of course he's a Sunni. Of course he's a Sunni. And guess what? If he get the chance to, he would have become Shia, because Muta, he could practice Muta, not Muta Baruka, but Muta. Oh, wow. Oh, no, you're going too fast, clown. Why are you hiding? These clowns are trying to hide something. Andrew Tate has converted to Islam, and so many Muslim men out there telling Muslim women to be patient with him as though he isn't literally a sex trafficker. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful Muslim he is. Allah is a pimp. Yes. Tell me what you think. Yes. Allah is a pimp. Yes. Is that what you think? Yes. Camel urine you don't drink? No. Camel urine you don't drink? Hell no. I said no, brother. Muslim, please. What is sabr? What is this word? Have sabr. I need to look up that too. S-A-B-R. S-A-B-R. Islam. Oh, whoa. No, it's a wrong word. It's a wrong word. Because I'm like, man, how could you have that? Meaning, M-E-A-N-I-N-G. Endurance. Arabic. Endurance, literally, and more accurately, perseverance and persistence. Let's see how that read now that I understand it. Muslim, I don't think they meant to do this one. Muslim people don't be so harsh. Oh, somebody said, don't be so harsh on Andrew. But he was so harsh on other people, but don't be so harsh on him. Don't be so harsh on him. And no PR stunts. Just because Andrew Tate is a Muslim doesn't meant that he isn't an ass. Oh, I almost said it. A-hole anymore. Stop glorifying an A-hole. Oh boy. Yes, Andrew Tate in the ring, knocking opponents out cold. But this opponent of Andrew Tate called Andrew Tate a A-hole. What a catastrophe. Stop glorifying an A-hole. A-hole, A-hole. A-hole take control of the Muslims' mind, and A-hole take control of their mind, because they so gullible while they out here a grind. So I all take control on their mind. And what I said, well, they so gullible while they on their grind. So I all take control of their mind. I all take control of the Muslims' mind. I all take control of their mind. They are so gullible while they are on their grind. So I all take control of their mind. Oh wow, that was kind of spontaneously off the top of the dome, but at the same time, hit them like a drone. Your what is MCM? Is it MOM? What MCM? Your man, what is this? Your MCM heard Andrew Tate convert to Islam and immediately start panting and foaming at the mouth. What does that mean? Your mom? What do you mean? Can you imagine the panic? This guy is actually saying that Muslims are panicking. And look at this. Look at the Three Stooges, right? This is a guy, LOL. Ya Allah, free Muslim men from the shackles of looking up to Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson. Wow. This and Jordan Peterson as some heroes and savior of masculinity and Islam. Y'all can pray 5 times a day or lower your gaze. Please focus on that first. Listen, I'm telling you, Islam is the biggest man-worshipping religion ever, man. Allah's shower gel made for men. The glorification of men above women. It's a men, not man worshipping, but men worshipping, men idolizing religion. Men idolizing religion. That's what Islam is about. Men idolizing religion. In Christianity, you are told, husband, love your wife as you love yourself, your very self. Mean a man leave his mother and father and cling to his wife, and the two become one flesh. Meaning your wife is your person. Like my wife is my person. This is how I feel about my wife, really. Like, to be real with you. Like, you know, when my mind is not occupied with totally occupied, even though loving my wife is actually occupation of my mind on Christ Jesus, because that's a commandment of Christ. But when I'm not out here totally meditating on Christ and I reflect on my wife, I reflect on my wife in a positive vibes, very positive vibes, like, you know, a real cool vibes, like, hey, you know, I'm okay, is my wife okay? And you'll be like, hey, you cool? And she say, yeah, I'm cool. Why? Because she always asks me why. You know, I said, just want to know. I'll talk to you later. And that's it. Because she's your flesh. And if my flesh is cool at home right now, because this is my zone, home is my zone, because I never roam. No, I don't roam. Home is my zone. I go to work and I come home. I go to the gym once in a blue moon. Yeah, but anyway, do you see this? Women, the half-brain women have more sense than the full-brain Muslim. Boom. Andrew Tate is gonna use Islam to push his hateful, misogynistic, A-word ideologies. Therefore, he is going to contribute to Islamophobia. Oh, this lady is a prophet. See, Muhammad is a donkey. Can this say he is the last prophet? This lady literally is prophesying. Prophesied, sister. The way the Muslim community are falling for his tactics and celebrating him is F-wording weird. Wow. This is why we get hate crimed. Oh, we get hate crimed, or you commit hate crime. Seldomly we hear any hate crime against Muslim, but we see the other way around. Do you guys remember Salman Rushdie, or the Muslim man in Nigeria who killed his mother and his father? I have a video about him that says Muslim man killed his mother and father for Muhammad. Or for Islam, I can't remember. I think I said for Muhammad. What about the Nigerian woman who was stoned and burned, stoned, beaten, and burned alive? I don't know. The Muslims, they are living in a world that is not the real world. I wonder if this girl is a real girl. Boom. Andrew Tate converted to Islam is beautiful. Beautiful like Allah's shin. Mashallah, one genuine sister queen. Wow. It's beautiful for a sex trafficker to convert to Islam. This is why Uthman ibn Farouk ran to Mexico. He was trying to convert the drug scot. Anybody remember the artist called Loom? You remember this artist called Loom? This rap artist called Loom? Convert to Islam using Islam to cover up drugs trafficking. I think he get 30 years in jail. Andrew Tate, beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. The man worshiping. You see the man worshiping. Look, all they show. Andrew Tate, beautiful. This is the three Muslim stooges, man. Three stooges. Look at this. Andrew Tate, beautiful. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is more beautiful than their wives. What a gay. This is kind of gay. Andrew Tate, beautiful. It's kind of gay. He's on his way to be closer than he want to be to the gay community, to the LGBTQ.
Yanni, listen.
That's the guy, Rami. His head is full of water. Full of water. His head is full of water. Or is it full of mortar? Full of mortar. You know, mortar that you use to build wall. Is it what is head? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to present to you the most outstanding Muslim ever. Do you notice how fast this guy is graying? His hair is graying so fast, and I think he's stressed. His hair gray faster than Obama. When Obama became the president of the United States, he started graying. Same so for George Bush, for Bill Clinton, and Eve. The only person that the presidency didn't change, to be real with you, man. When it comes to this, Donald Trump is a G. When you look at Donald Trump right now, and Donald Trump when he become president, tell me what's the difference you see. Donald Trump did not let the presidency worry him 1 inch, 1 bit. I'm just being real. Look, when George Bush became president, he started getting old. And remember, Bill Clinton become president, he started showing ages get gray within about a year. So many gray hair on his head. When Obama become a president, within about 3 months, Obama was gray, more gray than my beard. I'm telling you, man. And when Donald Trump become a president, Donald Trump step out like a G and no gray. No gray, nothing. Donald Trump didn't even let the president. Donald Trump was like, I'm at home. This is my zone. I'm at home. It didn't bother him one bit, man. Right now, look at Donald Trump picture at the first day of presidency and look at him. Same old Donald Trump. Same old Donald Trump. Joe Biden, I don't see too much changes in him yet, but who knows? But look at this, even though I must say that Obama did 8 years, but I tell you, within 3 months, Obama was great. But look at this Muslim donkey, Dawa donkey right now. I'm going to show you a Muslim Dawa donkey, and you guys tell me, what do you see? Do you see an idiot looking at me? What do you see? When I show you him, say to yourself, what do I see? Do I see an idiot looking at me? Is that what I see? So look at this Dawa donkey. I'm gonna share a Dawa donkey with you. Dawa donkey, here he is. Say hello to this Dawa donkey. Hello, Dawa donkey. So look at him. Look at the grays. Do you see the grays on his head? Because something is bothering this clown, man. Something is bothering this clown. From sun up to sundown, it is bothering this clown. Now listen what he says now. Let the clown speaks.
So Andrew Tate announces that he is Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Hamdu to Allah, and then the chicken is for me. Hamdu to Allah, and the chicken is for me.
Allah keep him steadfast. Ameen. I just wanted to share one initial thought, more thoughts to come later, inshallah. Brother Andrew became the most famous person on the internet because he unapologetically attacked feminism and the liberal.
So he become famous. Andrew Tate become famous because he attacked. No. And not only feminists that Andrew Tate attacked. Andrew Tate attacked women. Beat women, confess that he used to use women and men to rip off other men. Literally, Andrew Tate, to me, I don't know, man. Andrew Tate is a Mohammed.
World order. That is what made him unique and propelled him to the pinnacles of fame. And that is also what seems to have made him realize that Islam is the true solution to feminism.
Oh, so Andrew Tate behavior is what make him realize that Islam is true. Look at all this stuff that Muslim women are saying about Andrew Tate. And look at all the things that I could prove from Andrew Tate's own mouth. And this is why Andrew Tate become a Muslim. Let me show you really why Andrew Tate, from this own donkey's mouth, let me show you why Andrew Tate become a Muslim. Because this donkey actually confessed that women should not get education. Andrew Tate believed that women is a man's property. Andrew Tate actually say that all a woman need to do is put on makeup. Literally, Andrew Tate actually say all that a woman need to do in life is to put on a makeup. Literally. Let me show you where Andrew Tate said that. Let me show you where Andrew Tate actually say, women don't go through what men go through. All they got to do is just put on makeup. You know, I don't know which world Andrew Tate live in, but the most hardest working people I've seen in my life. The most hardest working people I've seen in my life since I've been living are women in America. Women in America, black and white, I'm telling you the truth. Even though it appears as if there are so many women under the system of getting free things from the government, I'm telling you the truth, the fact. In my life, the most hardest working people I've ever seen in my life are women in America. Women in America. And I work almost every day. For this month, I only had 1 day off. And I'm telling you, there are women who are doing more than I do, that I know. Hardest working people I've met is women. But Andrew Tate believed that a woman, all she had to do is put on makeup. So let me see if I can find it for you guys. All she had to do is to put on a makeup. Andrew Tate is such an idiot. He's such an idiot. So let me find it for you. I think I already have it marked. So it's not hard to find. I'm going to show you why from this guy's mouth, this Daniel Pikachu, from his own mouth, why Andrew Tate accept Islam. Because of Andrew Tate accept Islam because of his belief towards women. Nothing else. Nothing else. His belief towards women is the reason he accept Islam. Oh, I found it. I found it, people. Let me show you. Let me show you what you need to see. Andrew Tate is a donkey to me. So let me show you what's going on. Where this guy actually say, all a woman need is makeup. So look at this. Sorry. All a woman need to Andrew Tate is makeup. These hard-working women that I know, all they need is makeup. Can you imagine? Man, I'm in a workforce, man, where women are working their butt off. And Andrew Tate says something like this.
To be a woman, you need makeup. I got a message on Instagram. To be a woman, you need makeup. I got a message. To be a woman, you need makeup. I got a message on. To be a woman, you need makeup.
To be a woman, you need makeup. Literally, if you listen to the old content, that's what he's talking about. He said, men go through all this stuff, but to be a woman, you need makeup. Can you imagine that? To be a woman, you need makeup. These women that I know who are out here working their butt off, contributing to society, the building of society, the building of infrastructure, and all this stuff because their tax money goes towards hospitals, go towards building of bridges and roadways, and go towards everything that keep this great country moving. And this donkey is going to say, no, this donkey is going to bray.
To be a woman, you need makeup.
This donkey is going to bray.
To be a woman, you need makeup.
That all a woman need to be a woman is makeup. What a beautiful, beautiful Muslim. His nose is filled with gin. His head is filled with sin. What a beautiful, beautiful Muslim. Do you hear what this clown says, man? He's so beautiful. That's why the guy said he's beautiful. That's why that Muslim, the three Muslim stooges say he's beautiful. Now let me show you more. Why, from Daniel Ikikachu's mouth, why this guy become a Mohammedan. Why he become a Mohammedan? It wasn't really a part of his plan. They pay him some money and he could not refuse. Because the money he want to use to buy himself some gator shoes. Anyway, look at this. Daniel Ikikachu. What a beautiful Ikikachu. He look like Pikachu.
Alhamdulillah, I was blessed to marry my wife 13 years ago. We got married in college at Harvard. After the marriage, we sat down for one of our first meals together. At that point, we didn't really know much about each other. So we were just talking. And at one point in the conversation, out of the blue, I told her, you know what? I don't believe in women's education. She kind of looked shocked back at me, stunned like I was from a different planet. Many of you watching this are probably just as confused as my wife was that night. But after I explained to her exactly why I don't believe in women's education and my Islamic reasons for this, she came to fully agree with me.
So Daniel Ikikachu is have a wife that is so gullible. She is so shallow and gullible that if you use a teaspoon and throw it into her, she overflows. If you take a teaspoon of water and pour it on her, she overflows because she is so shallow. Her cup overflows so easily, you could just take half of a teaspoon. And you know, a teaspoon is so small. And take half of a teaspoon of liquid, pour it over her, and she overflow because she is so shallow. She can't see tomorrow. She's living in the past where men ride women like asses. Tie her out to the grass and let her eat and let her sleep. Let her cry and let her weep because she live her life so cheap. She's not a sheep, she is Little Bo Peep. Who lost her sheep and cry wee 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 all the way home. Do you see why Andrew Tate become a Muslim?
I hope the same will be the case with everyone listening today.
So everyone who listens today should tell your wife, education is not good for you. In America, right here, I know so many Muslim doctors, women, Muslim doctors, great Muslim doctors, very good doctors who are Muslim women. Can you imagine this? You have a Muslim wife who is a doctor, and bringing in the money into your home so you could live a comfortable life, your children could be educated and all the stuff. And then here come Mr. Misogynic husband who don't make as much money as his wife and said, hey, you know, I was listening to Pikachu today and I don't believe that you should be a doctor anymore. And she said, what? I don't want you to go to work again as long as you live. And that's the end of her career. Because if she don't follow her husband, Surah 4 verse 32 apply. And then beds apart. Beds apart. First thing, talk to her. Beds apart. No sex life. And then beat her. And then ask her for sex, and if she refused, the angels curse her until morning. Then she go to her family and said, my husband beat me last night. And the husband will say, or her family will say, as we can't question him about his wife because Muhammad says not to question a man about beating his wife. So this is why, this is the reason this man become a Muslim. Because it Islam allow him to have control over women. Islam allow that control over women. This is why. This is why he's a Muslim. That's why. So what we see so far, we see where, and let's show you some more Muslim, on the street Muslim women. On the street Muslim women talking about this clown converting to Islam. So this is on the street. We're going to show you what's going on the street. This is Muslim. If you look at on the screen right now, this is actually, I don't know if it's a Muslim woman's friend or it's a Muslim woman, but it might be a Muslim woman's friend. So anyway, let's go to the atom. You should find a bunch of women. What's this?
You could find a bunch of women who adhere to Islam who are still virgin to the age of 25 waiting for an arranged marriage.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You will not don't find that under Christianity.
How do you feel? Like he said good things about Islam, but now he's saying all these things about women.
Just because you say nice things about Islam, if you're going to say hateful things about women, I think that says that you don't actually understand that much about Islam.
Ooh. Ooh. So this guy go out there and he says, "Oh, Andrew Tate said good thing about Muslim women." What do you what he said such nice thing about Muslim women, so what do you think about him? And here this woman with half of a brain, according to Muhammad, says, if you say bad things about women, that means you don't understand Islam. I don't know what Islam this woman is talking about, but I don't know. It's a Weslam. She got Weslam in her head. But listen to this. Listen to this. What Andrew Tate say about women, a woman there, how does that even is good in any form of way? Because no one is in the West forcing women, I would kill a woman for having sex with a man outside of marriage. But in Muslim countries, women can be killed for having sex with a man. So you see, these things have to take in consideration. And this is why we know Andrew Tate talk with a shallow mind. But not only that, in some Muslim world, you have men with multiple women. Men with multiple women, three and four wives. How is that different from a man who's walking down the street here in the United States of America who have 3 women? No different. They just bring it home. That's all it is. No different. They just bring it home. Adam was created in the garden, and Adam was given only one wife. But he was given the task of multiplying and do what? He was multiply and subdue the earth. Can you imagine? God give a man the task, one man, the task. He said, hey, multiply and subdue the earth. But he only give him one woman to do it. What is that telling you? That a man is supposed to be with one woman. One and only woman. So Andrew Tate jumped from the frying pan into the fire. He jumped from illegal sexual activity to a place where it is. He jumped from illegal sexual activity, pornography, sex trafficking, and ripping off men online, to jump into Islam where you can take that kind of behavior home. You could have that in your home. 4 women plus more. Let me show you. In Saudi Arabia, there are many African women who travel to Saudi Arabia. Just like I travel to the United States and I come here and I try to make life, put life together. There are a lot of African people, especially women, who travel to places like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, places like those, where the economy is not as bad as their African economy, and they go and they make a little money and they take it back home to make a life for themselves. But there are Muslim men who call those people Abdul, slave, and use the Quran to have sex with them. Call those people Abdul, slave. They're working in their house as housemaid, and they call them Abdul and use the Quran to have sex with them. Look it up yourself. Look it up. Kenyan women enslaved in Qatar. Kenyan women raped in Saudi Arabia. And you will see these cases where they go there to work and their employer is sexually abusing them, and the wives go along with it.
Because in Islam, you have to respect women, you have to value women. And how can you make...
So he says in Islam, you have to respect and value women. Wow. You are half of a brain, but you are valuable. I don't know which Islam this woman is practicing, but I've never seen that Islam before. Have you seen this Islam before? No, it does not exist.
Money off of cam girls, and then also try and gain the Muslim population's like respect.
So he's making money off of cam girls. So he have women prostituting themselves online, and he make money from these women. Because what? What did the Quran say? Let's read it again. Let's read it again. Let's read the Quran again. Quran again. Quran again. The Quran says, do not compel your slave girl to prostitution. And you think that, oh, that's so beautiful. When they desire to keep chaste. So if they desire to keep chaste, don't put them into muta. Don't muta them if they desire to keep chaste. In order to seek frail good of this world's life. And whoever compel them, then surely after their compulsion, Allah is forgiving, merciful. So Allah, the promoter of prostitution, Andrew Tate was well at home with Muslim before he became a Muslim. He was already a Muslim before he became a Muslim. He make a lateral move. Lateral move. Andrew Tate is like Lionel Messi when he made those lateral move and break somebody's ankle on the arm and the pitch. Andrew Tate is a good soccer player. Making lateral moves, man.
I think just because you say one thing, your behavior shows a lot more than that.
Wow. If you say one thing, your behavior say a lot more than that. So anyway, my people, I just want to say all praises to the triune God, the God who is above all gods, the God who gives us wisdom to decipher things and to make sense of sensible things and to make nonsense of things that are nonsense. And Islam is nothing but pure stupidity and nonsense. Islam is nonsense. Islam is nonsense. Islam is nothing but nonsense. Islam is nonsense. Islam is nonsense. Nothing but nonsense. Yeah. Islam is nothing but nonsense. Islam is nothing but nonsense. Why? Islam is nothing but stupidity. Yeah. Islam is nothing but nonsense. So anyway, my people, thank you guys for being here. And I love you guys, man. Always. What do you say? CP got busted today. What do you mean CP got busted? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't see the Abdul to bust CP. They don't exist. The Abdul who can bust CP doesn't exist, man. The Abdul who can bust CP doesn't exist. I like this right here. The one perfectly preserved Quran can be found right next to Ibn Smollett. Police name. His name was Smollett or Smollett. He is actor from the United States, living in living in Chicago, who make up a lie like Uthman ibn Farouk. He pays some people to pretend as if they attack him for his gayness. So that's what the my family is talking about right there. So Lexa says, if a Muslim told me the sky is blue, I would look up to see if it's sure. This convert is typical Muslim lying. I think there is money behind it. I think they're promoting agenda. That's what I think. Look at this. Look at his name, Allah the Opium. And that's what we were actually talking about, man. That's what we were actually talking about. That is funny. That is funny, man. That is really funny. It's the poor girls. Hey, there is a Jamaican Muslim who actually came after one of my live. She was going off on me, man, like going off. You know, I'm Jamaican. And so she going off on me. She have no clue what Islam is about. She just living in a world, because this is one thing, you know, like living in Jamaica. Jamaicans do Jamaican things. You know, if you're living in a Jamaica, a lot of times most of the video that you watch is going to be associated with Jamaican things, most time. And you're not going to see a lot of things that is revealed in the United States and elsewhere. If you're not into that kind of thing, you're going to see a lot of things about Jamaican, because there's a lot of Jamaican comedy that is so funny. If you could understand what they are saying, Jamaican comedians are among the funniest in the world. If you could understand the patois, they are so funny, you know. And sometimes you will spend some time listening to some Jamaican comedian, but Jamaicans don't really watch some of the YouTube channel that we watch here in the United States. So the Muslim have no idea. She claims she's a Muslim. She have no idea, nothing. Have no idea what Islam is about. Dawa donkeys. I've no idea. I like this one. The World Health Organization needs focus on a cure for coronavirus. That's oh man, that's a good one right there. I ain't gonna lie. And this brother say, what foolishness in Islam? Islam is a foolish religion, man. Man-made religion. I like this. Is this a Jamaican? This must be a Jamaican. He said, keep the jinn away from your body. And body in Jamaica mean your butt, your anus. So he said, keep the jinn away from your body, man. Are you a Jamaican dragon? Are you keep the jinn away from your body? I like this one right here. This is the best one so far. Praise be to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That amen. I like that. It said, Islam is a bad joke. Literally, that's what Islam is about. Allah the best of pimps. This is from Christian Prince. Andrew Betato. This is of guys like Tate giving Islam bad name and bad reputation. Islam already have a bad reputation, my brother. Muhammad equal. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that one. So anyway, my people, God bless you all, man. You know, God bless you all. I would pay any attention. I wouldn't pay any attention. Oh, what is Trelane? 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 What is wrong with you, Trelane? So let's see what we have here. And more of the Muslim sex spamming. Because that's all they do. Muslims are spamming sex. Anyway, my people, God bless you all, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. moves in mysterious way. He is moving his soldiers into position. So please pray for Mr. Tate and other currently like him for what is TMH? The moon. What is that? I don't know what TMH is. My brain maybe not working properly right now. I don't know. But anyway, my people, God bless you, man. I love you guys, man. And stay safe. And remember to keep it 100% Jesus in everything that you do. You'll be safe whether you die or whether you live. You'll be safe. And all praises to the triune God, the God who is above all gods, the God who gives us wisdom to decipher things and to make sense of sensible things and to make nonsense of things that are nonsense. And Islam is nothing but pure stupidity and nonsense. So God bless you all, man. And thank you so much for listening and watching and whatever you do. Thank you guys. God bless.